21st August 2011. That was the day I remember, because that was the day which changed my life forever. Because that day, my in-laws were coming to visit me. No, it wasn't because of in-laws which changed my life, but it was the experience I had which changed my life. I got up at 11 in the morning that day with a strong hangover, all thanks to the enthralling party we had last night. I woke up, had a breakfast, and I wanted to go back to sleep because I wanted to compose myself before I could face my in-laws. I had my breakfast, I went to the bedroom, I locked the door from inside, I spread the curtain over the window, I slipped into the bed and wore the blanket. Because it was the daytime and I wanted more darkness, I put the blanket over my face, and within no time, I was deep dreaming a horror story similar to what Jiten told right now. While in my dream, I was being chased by the ghost left, right, and center. Suddenly I felt the bed was shaking. I opened my eyes. Was I really dreaming? Or was that an anxiety because of my in-laws coming? But then the bed was shaking. Never stopped. Initially it was very slow, but the intensity gradually increased. And yet then, the bed shook vigorously last time and stopped. I was wide awake. I knew it wasn't a dream. There was something strangely wrong. And before I could understand or realize anything, I felt that the blanket from my body was going slowly down. Somebody was pulling my blanket. It was uncovering my face slowly and gradually. The moment it uncovered my face, it stopped. With my open, wide eyes, I saw the room. There was nobody. And suddenly I felt something strange. I felt as if somebody was standing right behind me. And before I could react to anything, I felt two little small hands, they covered my eyes from behind. I could feel that coldness. I could feel that softness. Those hands were of some small girl. I was paralyzed. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. I wanted to go out of that room, but I couldn't. The only thing I could do was to remember my God. I started chanting all Quranic verses I knew. I recalled my God so much as I did not, never in my life. And the moment I did, those hands disappeared. Maybe my God was helping me. And thank God I stopped chanting. But before I could get out of that room, I heard a few footsteps. And I saw the horror of my life. There were 5 human-like images. 3 in white and 2 in black. They were rotating around my bed. This circumambulation continued 5 times, and then they disappeared. Or maybe I fainted. The next moment I opened my eyes, I got out of bed, I got out of the room. I just wanted to forget whatever I experienced or I saw. I realized it was 2:30 already in the afternoon. I took my car and hit the International Airport Road from the outer ring road. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and the ghost present is this room. Why paranormal activities always happen at night? Why all the ghosts wear all the white clothes? Well, not always. I was in my diamond white Figo, driving at the speed of 140 kilometers per hour, all the windows up, and I wanted to forget what happened. And therefore, I played my favorite Yo-Yo Honey Singh track, and I started enjoying. After some time, I started feeling relaxed. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you will hardly find any traffic at that outer ring road. But from a distance, I saw some image waving. I focused my retina to know what exactly it was. Gradually, I reached further. I saw there was a lady, a beautiful lady, in jeans and top. She was waving hand at me. Now, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a beautiful lady stranded alone in the road and asking me for a lift. There was nothing abnormal. And well, gentlemen, to help any damsel in distress, it is always a noble duty, you know. Therefore, I stopped my car by and I pulled down the window. And I saw that beautiful girl with the tears in her eyes. She rushed towards me and she pleaded me to drop her to the international airport. With pride, I started observing her from top to bottom. Gradually, my eyes focused on her feet. And guess what? Her feet were pointing backwards. I knew it was a trap. I did not want to stay anymore there. I just put my car into gear. I fled from there like a bullet from a gun. I again maintained the speed of 140 kilometers per hour. Again pulled the window up. And I started feeling relaxed. Thank God I was safe. But gradually I felt there was somebody chasing behind or beside my car. I just wanted to see what kind of car it is. And the moment I saw, I was paralyzed. I was frozen to death. It was no car, but this was the same lady who was running here. She was running, staring at me and smiling. I couldn't do anything. I was frozen. I just kept on looking at her. And my car was driving automatically. And the next moment, she stopped by and she waved at me, smiled at me. I couldn't understand what was that. And I looked at her till she disappeared. And the next moment I regained my consciousness. I focused on the main road. And I screamed because my car at the speed of 140 kilometers was almost rushing the road divider. But it was very late. My car hit the divider and it flew in the air. But for me, like time was frozen. All those ghosts revolving my bed, those shaking of the bed, and the lady's face and her feet, they flashed in front of me. But hey, where was those tiny little hands who were covering my eyes? Well, I need not remember them, because they were right there in my eyes at that time. I could still feel the warmth, the coldness, and the softness. And suddenly I felt heard a whisper in my ears. Hey, can you feel me? 21st August 2011, that was the day which changed my life forever. Because that day, and at that particular moment, I discovered the supernatural power what I possess. That I can feel the ghosts. I can feel them. Over the